All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence. That's complete to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Hey, Zoo.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Ready.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Second and 5. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ito Smith, his first carry, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
90 Wolf. Recon, 132 fighter. Yeah. Smooth. 56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56. General West. Watch the run. Switch it. Come on, snap.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Got it. Let's go. 8, read. I got one. Hey! I got motion there. Me. I got this. Hey, exit. 56. Mike's 56.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I don't even know why this team. Mike's 5-4.
Back to throw. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Good yardage on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hayward. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Exit. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Right there.
Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
What is that? 54, right there. 54, Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. Man up, man up, man up.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Check 9, check 9.
56, Mike.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll toss it to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. Coming to you.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Down. 18 Gator. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. Offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Off play action. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the time. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here I come again. Hustle, hustle. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the slant. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Right there.
2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Get that to go.
From the gun, Love. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Here we go. Get the flag. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Shift. Wait.
They'll run with Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more red thing coming.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Nice, sweetheart. Check.
Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
55's my guy, 55. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, check right.
From the gun, Love. Got a man open, it's Ross. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Back to throw. Love. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. You better run it.
From the gun, Love. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 49, check 47.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Watch the edge.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone, touchdown New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lawrence will set up the screen to Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. Slip the flag. No chance.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Ball trot. You might. Who's on poker?
55. Check 55. Mike. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Mike 55.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, 1 set. 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on 2nd down. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Check 26. Check 26.
Now Chubb.
Ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd. On EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Slade. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
3rd and 4.
Here we go. 50 set. 6 yards. 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
From the gun, Love. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that was not the most inspiring of kicks, but it does get over the bar, and it counts all the same. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. A first down carry for Smith. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, 41 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Check.
Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Operating from the gun. Love. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
60 Pittsburgh. Go, go. 50 seconds to Mike. Look, squeeze. Here we go. Check 3. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Slam. Go. Mike's 56. Mike's 50. Bravo. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
X3, 218, chop.
From the gun, Lawrence throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. He can't hang.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense.
Back to the air on second down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw. Love being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Let's go. Let's bring it. What?
Looking to throw. Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this one is right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter. Leo.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Sam off. Hit it.
They go back to the ground with Smith. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down.
Big hit.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Hey. Hey, Charlie.
Watch the twits.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Check nickel.
Now.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Go. 70, Indy.
Let him know.
Head up.
And they will take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Atlanta, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.